Alrighty. So like as I see right now with Euro JPY, what we're gonna be doing with Euro JPY this week is we're gonna be seeing if it's gonna break this area of support that it made. If not, then we will be immediately conversing over to look for some sales as we see that the market is starting to shift. So as I go to the daily and look at the daily chart, you can see right now that we have a big bearish engulfing candle on the daily, and it's on a level of support as well, though, with rejection off of that level of support. So with that being said, let's see. Oh, okay. With that being said, we'll be looking for some buys around this area right here and riding it back up to this level of resistance. So this is our first setup for the week. Also, we're going to be going to Euro USD and peeping that out. As you can see, Euro USD still has more pushing to do, in my opinion. But as you can see right here, what do we have? We have it hitting this level of support right here, breaks through the level of support. So if anything, we'll have a bounce down, and then this specific area of support we will be looking at for another potential entry to continue to move all the way down to this big level of support down here. So overall, we see that it had broke out of the downtrend, went into a temporary uptrend, created a double top. As you can see, that double top was made on the daily time frame, clear as day. So we'll be looking for it to continue to push, and I say that we have a good about a good 4 days out of this move, as in a bearish market, if it wants to continue to be bearish. So we already know what we looking to do for that setup. As far as in Euro USD, we'll just be looking to re-enter at that point right here in the market and continue to move down. Overall, this has been, as you see, 223 pips in total from this touch of this resistance all the way down to our complete take profit. And once it hits that complete take profit, we'll see how it reacts. But this is initially where we want to be looking for our buy setups. Also, another market that I'm looking at is AUD USD. As you can see, we currently had a break in that trend line. I believe this is on the daily that I drew this up, and we have a big bearish candle that broke out. So now, with that being said, we will be looking for these sell setups on AUD USD. Go down to the 4-hour chart. It could come back, retest this zone, and this zone right here would be our potential re-entry for our sell. So that'll be our sell zone right there, and we'll be riding this all the way down to here. So I can go ahead and draw up my short position right here. We can get our entry right there. Our stop loss, of course, will be this high right here. Our take profit will be right here. So make sure that you're using proper risk management for this setup. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this, and that will be getting dropped within my Pit Precision group that y'all in. Alrighty. Now, with those 3 setups right now we're looking at in the market, those are some pretty decent setups. Also, let's go ahead and look at GBP JPY and see what we have in store for GBP JPY. Now, on GBP JPY, we've had this bearish momentum pull up in the market that took a little while to happen. As we see right there, we had that indecisive candle where price didn't really move too much. And it was indecisive on what direction that it wanted to go. Because right now, as you can see, we're technically in a range of market on the higher time frames. So I break it down to the 4-hour, and what do we have here? We have this huge bearish candle all the way down. And now we see where the market is at this little level of support right here, which I can just, plot that area down real quick. Boom. We're at this low level of support. We'll see if the market wants to break through that level of support and continue to push down, because we have not officially hit our first TP just yet. And then if it does, then we can be looking at the overall down push to maybe this little support zone right here. We go down to the lower time frames just to see finer details on what's going on. And now we see this little correction right here on GBPJPY. We see this little correction. So with that being said, if we want to keep continuing to sell down, where will we be getting our potential entries from? We want to be looking for a potential entry for something that maybe comes back up to maybe here, and then we will enter based off that. So we'll just pay attention. Okay, that's where we want to be looking for our potential re-enter for our sales. But as you see where we're at right now, wait, is this the right? Okay, yeah, that's the same one. So basically, we want to look at this as well as Euro JPY at the same time, because you see how they are looking extremely similar right now. So we basically going to be correlating these two pairs together in order to base our moves on. So we got 4 setups in this upcoming market, and we all know that US 30 has been doing nothing but this bullish market for right now. So if anything, we're just going to be looking for more bullish momentum coming out of this. As you can see, we have not had these price points before. This is new highs in the game. And with that being said, we have to be on lower time frames trying to get the smaller details on the direction and the momentum that the market is trying to go. And as you can see in this market, we're starting to get these lower highs right here. We're getting this lower high. We have that high point right there. And then we have all lower highs and lower lows that's coming into play right now. Here we go. So with that being said, we have to go on these lower time frames in order to get a proper markup for potential entries and exits, and where we see the market shifting right now. So we see this decline. So we see it's at another lower high point. It could potentially push up a little bit more, but it looks like it's just at this current point retesting this area of support that I can draw up right now. So boom to boom. So we have that area of support right now that the market is currently retesting. Actually, let me drag this up a little bit more. Right there. So we see that it broke that little minor area of support, broke through it, came back, retested. Now with that retest, we see when the market opens, it's probably going to gap all the way down, but we have to actually see when this market opens. But I guarantee you it's going to be some type of major gap down, in my opinion. So I would have said, you know, this is a potential entry point as where we are right now to get into a sell at this specific point in the market and ride it down to this area right here for a temporary short sale. So with that being said, keep your eye on US 30 as well. That is 5 setups that we have, you know, identified within the markets for right now. Those are all the markets that I'm interested in right now. I'm not really interested in anything else right now. Yeah, so that's really all I have for right now. Actually, let me look at gold. It's going to be the last one that I'll mark up for right now, you guys. And then I'm going to have to hop on because I have another call to do. Let's go out, zoom out to the, you know, daily, get our bigger.
The gold still pushing down hard, man.
Yeah, I've been seeing that we caught this whole move off the daily right there. Now we see that it has made this level of support right here. I can go ahead and just, plot that out. Okay, we got our level of support made. So now we can see how it's going to react when the market opens off of this support level. If it breaks that support level, then we can clearly see that the market's not going to stop pushing down. And you see that gold and US 30 are inverse pairs. So gold has been pushing down, and US 30 has been pushing up. So keep that in mind, because that'll give you a little bit of an edge on this market. So we have all these wicks to the downside showing signs of rejection. The wick, we had that big wick, and what did it do after that? Shot right up. So now we want to be looking for potential buy setup. So now you see how US 30 is in a seller's market right now. It's been creating these lower highs and lower lows. And now we're on gold, and gold has plateaued to this area of support. So I can easily see how US 30 can shoot down and then gold can shoot up. I can easily see that playing out. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and create a long position right here for gold, and we will be riding gold up to this point right here. So this will be our setup for gold. Our exit for gold, we will have to make our exits like right here below that break, because we want to see this over here. You see this high right here? Make sure you're always looking left to get right. So you see this right here, we can either put our stop loss at that high, or we can leave it at this low over here. So I'm leaving it at that low just to see how far it goes. It's not a bad stop loss at all. It's really tight. So that is the setup for gold. So be on the lookout for that. I can go ahead and delete that since we're past that now. But yeah, we want to stay on the lookout for this buy setup, if it's going to buy or not. But overall, we do have it is in the seller's market, as you can see. It's been pushing down, and then you see right here, it was in a ranging market to where you can easily buy and sell based off of the ranges of the market. So now that we're in this specific price point, which is almost 1460, which is the market. Gold loves even numbers. It loves these round numbers. So we'll see how it reacts. It's probably going to push down to, or react based off of it at how it is right now, since it's at basically 1460, which is an even number. So I can easily see it reverse and move just like this. So this is a potential buy setup that I see. Yeah, so we've been able to mark up a few charts. We have a lot of setups that we can look forward to this week. Make sure y'all using proper risk management, and we should be able to kill this market just like last week. So last week got demolished. So this week I'm looking forward to the same thing. So make sure you keep your head in the game, and this week we should be just as prosperous as last week. All you have to do is remember not to over leverage. Make sure you set your stop loss and take profits, and don't be greedy. And make sure that you never turn a winner into a loser. Make sure you're always putting your stop losses into profit or into break even points in the market. That way you're at risk-free trades. And that's all, folks. I appreciate y'all for hopping on this call. For those who missed it, it will be recorded and thrown into the group. So if anybody has something different to say, always feel free to post what you think and your charts within the group, so we can see your outlook. But remember, if you have a specific bias, you want to stick to your own bias, unless you just have irrefutable, markups that makes you see the market in a clearer way. But don't switch your bias just because I say it or someone else in a group says something. Make sure you're sticking to what you actually believe and what you see in the market. But with that being said, we're gonna hop on again maybe later on tonight or tomorrow. Just be on the lookout within the group for me sending that link or letting y'all know that I'm free and available to hop on again. since we really didn't talk about mindset this call, we can save that for, early morning Sunday, since that's the market opens up tomorrow. We can save that for early morning Sunday.